Hello everyone, I want to welcome you back to Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Today we're going to be making red velvet cheesecakes, and there are 3 stages of it. So we're going to do the first step. The first step is to make the cheesecake filling, and the ingredients you're going to need for the cheesecake filling is you're going to need 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get the 8 ounces of cream cheese, drop it in there. We're gonna get the egg. Well, let me not go against my rule because I always break up the yolk when I put an egg in. I like to mix it a little before I drop it into the mixer, just to get it combined a bit. There we go. We're gonna get that 1 egg in there. We're gonna get the 1/3 cup of sugar in there, and we're going to get the teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to hook the attachment and get this all beat until it's wonderful and creamy. So we're going to beat that until it's smooth and creamy, and then we're going to set it to the side. So let me just get that smooth and creamy, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I think we've got it smooth and creamy. Let's get it up here. Scrape off the beater. Get it off so we don't make a mess. Put it in there. And we're gonna get the cream cheese filling and put it in a bowl, and we're gonna set it to the side. Yeah, that looks great. It's gonna go really well. Yep. All right, that is some cream cheese deliciousness right there. We are going to, yes, we got it all out. All right, so now I'm going to clean this bowl out, and we're going to start on the cake version of it, the red velvet cake version. So let me get this cleaned out, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay, so now we're on step 2. And step 2, we have to preheat the oven 350 degrees. And I'm going to give you the ingredients that's for the red velvet cake. We have 2.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and today we're going to do 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. Normally I do it organic, but I didn't cook the beets to get the color from the beets. You can make it organic. I have a recipe for red velvet cupcakes that are organic, because all the ingredients are organic except the food coloring that I'm putting in it tonight. So it's going to also take 2 tablespoons of red food color. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the flour. I'm going to put that in there. We're going to get the sugar. Put it in there because we're going to sift it all together like that. The baking soda in there. Let's get that out of there. The baking soda. The salt. And the cocoa powder. So I'm just going to get this all sifted in there, and this is how I sift it. It takes a little longer, but it's a lot less messy for me. So I like to put it in here and get it back and forth and get it all mixed in. So I'm going to get this in there, and then we're going to come back, because then we're going to put we're going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. So let me finish sifting this and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I have all the dry ingredients sifted together, and that's how it looks. So I'm gonna put that there. And now we're gonna mix all of the wet ingredients together. So we're going to mix the oil with this, like that. That's the 1.5 cups of oil. The cup of buttermilk, like so. The eggs. Rinse this up so I can beat up my eggs again. All right. Put the eggs in there, like so. The vanilla. Drop that in there. And the vinegar. Put that in there. I'm gonna mix it up lightly because I don't want to scatter it everywhere. Just like so. And we're gonna get the food coloring. I'll use gel food coloring because it gives it a more vivid color. And this is a tube, so I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it in there. I don't think it's quite 2 tablespoons. I just kind of judge by what I see, and the color is coming out nicely, just like so. All right. Yeah, the fork is doing good. I think I better put a little more red in here because you definitely want it to go through the chocolate color. So yeah, I used probably about 2/3 of the tube. Let's get this in here. Yes. All right. Okay, now we're gonna put the attachment on here. And I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees. And I've greased and floured a bundt pan. You have to grease and flour the bundt pan. So now we're gonna put a little at a time, like so. So I'll put it in there. And now we're going to kind of mix it very slowly together because you want to get it all in there. And you just gradually add it in there. Just a little bit at a time. And once we have it all mixed up, I'm going to get back to you. Okay, so we've got it all mixed. Looking wonderful, and thick and beautiful and red looking. So we're going to scrape this off. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour half of this batter into the bundt pan. Okay, let's get that off. Twist this off, and we're going to pour half of this batter into this bundt pan. Only half. It looks like about half to me. Okay, so we've got half of it in there. Now, we are going to get the cheesecake filling that I made earlier. Remember I said we're gonna set this to the side for later. So now we're gonna get the cheesecake filling, and we're just gonna spoon it right on top of there. Gonna go around and spoon it right on top of it. Get it all spread in there. Get that all nicely in there. Yummy. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to try to kind of spread the cheesecake out in there so that it'll be all over the batter that's in here. That's why it's called a red velvet cheesecake, because you got all this delicious cheesecake right in the center. So now that I've got it evenly spread over the batter in the pan, we are going to add the rest of the red velvet cake. We're just gonna pour it on top. Nice and even on top. This is going to be so delicious. I can't wait for it to come out the oven. The oven is preheating 350 degrees. We're going to cook this for about 55 minutes because you want everything to be cooked. Cheesecake is a slow cook. Can't rush it. Get that all in there, all nice and yummy. All along there. Yummy. Looks so delicious, just like this. If it wasn't all this raw egg in the batter, I think I'd be tempted to eat some of it. But you know, the raw egg, I'm not really into raw egg and salmonella poison and all that stuff, which I know you can't get it from the egg, but I'm just not into raw egg. I just never have. But this looks so delicious. Oh my God. All right. So we got all the cake in there. We got it on top of the cheesecake. We're gonna put it in the oven for 55 minutes. 55 to 65 minutes. But you know, you don't want to overcook it. So let's get it in the oven. Take the pan off. Pop it in the oven. I'm going to set the timer for 55 minutes because I don't want to overcook it, and then if it's not completely cooked, I can adjust it. So let's get the 55 minutes on the clock. Trying to get it up there. There we go. I got the 55 minutes. It's going to start, and there's going to be a step 3, which is the frosting. We're going to drizzle a lovely little drizzle on the cake once the cake is cooled. But now it's in the oven, and we're going to let it cook for 55 minutes. Remember to like my page and subscribe to my page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and absolutely show me pictures, post pictures on there if you made one of my recipes, and let me know how it came out. It's really important that I have some interaction with you guys because, you know, I don't know if you really like what I'm doing. I don't know if you're trying cooking what I'm cooking for you, and I want to see the results. Please go to Kathy's Creole Kitchen, subscribe to the page, like my videos, and leave me notes. Tell me what you did, what you didn't do, what you liked and what you didn't like, and please, please post me some pictures if you made it. Thank you so much for continuing to follow me. So I'm gonna sign off for a little bit until the cake cooks, because once it cooks, I'm gonna pull it out the oven and we're gonna cool it off. But as soon as I get out the oven, I will show you that we're taking it out of the oven and put it on the rack to cool. Alrighty, the beeper is going off. It's time to get the cake out of the oven. It's beautiful. I'm going to put it up here to let you see it. It has to cool for 10 minutes before I can flip it out of the pan. So we're gonna let it cool for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna come and flip it out of the pan, and then we're gonna let it cool some more, and after that we're gonna make the frosting, which is a delicious cream cheese frosting. So the cake is out of the oven. We're gonna set it there and let it cool for 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes we're gonna come and flip it out of the pan. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes that I have let this thing cool. So now I'm going to try to flip it out. And for me, it's super important that it doesn't stick. So I normally run a little butter knife around the edge of it to make sure it'll pop out okay, and let's just hope it does, and I don't embarrass myself by trying to get it out and it's a big fat mess. So, you know, because everybody makes mistakes. So let's get it from over this. Alrighty. Turn it over and pop it out. Oh, voila, came out perfectly. So now we're going to let it cool, and it has to cool for, I don't know, another 20 minutes. But before it cools, we're gonna make the frosting to put on it. Oh, it looks so perfect. So let me get the ingredients together for the frosting, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, so I have it in a pastry bag, no tip on it. I just want to be able to drizzle it on like that. Make it nice and lovely. Look at that. How great it goes on. And you just keep doing it until you run out of the wonderful frosting. Let's get it on there. Yum-malicious, right? Oh yes, very yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Still a little warm, but this is kind of the way we like our cake. We like it hot and beautiful. And let's just cut a piece now, because it's looking all delicious, and I know you're going to see how it looks. So let's just get a knife, a little plate, and we'll cut us a little piece and see how the inside looks. Delicious looking, yummy, yummy. Okay, let's see how the inside. Oh, do you see that layer of cream cheese in there? That little cream cheese swirl. Alrighty. Let's get a fork and see how it tastes. Look at that. See the cheesecake on the inside of it? Magnificent. So, please make this cake and tell me how it turned out. It's so good. Now, if you want a thicker layer of cheesecake in the center, I would suggest you double the cheesecake filling that I made. But it is absolutely divine. Please make this red velvet cheesecake and let me know how it came out. Thank you so much for joining me for this session of Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Please make this recipe. I will post the ingredients on YouTube. So please sign up and subscribe to my YouTube page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and like my videos. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Have a great weekend, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.